I believe that image is power. Long before a person knows your academic background, how much money you make, where you live, the car you drive, people make assumptions about you based on your image. And I believe for our young men, their options and opportunities in life can be expanded by their image or can be hindered by their image.
Images provide access. That's why this day is important. Images provide access to opportunities that you may not realize.
Tied to Greatness is a national movement that impacts the image of inner city high school teens.
Don't look for people to respect you unless you respect yourself and others. And you have to make the right decisions.
We've garnered the support from police officers, judges, attorneys, business executives, athletes, entertainers, actors.
We are the James Gang, and we support Tied to Greatness.
Just regular concerned citizens that have a heart for the plight and the image of inner city males.
How many of you have your fathers in your home right now? Exactly what I thought.
What's powerful about this distinguished panel is some of the men stand and they say, well, I didn't have my father in my life, but I've gone on to become the vice president of a magazine.
The editor-in-chief and senior vice president of the Black Enterprise magazine.
There are other men that have shared their own personal testimony of being labeled as having a learning disability in high school, but they've gone on to become entrepreneurs. One in particular sold his business, an urban clothing line.
I started Mecca Clothing Company, then I started a Nietzsche Clothing Company. We sold a Nietzsche 2 years ago for $114 million, and now I just started Parrish Clothing Company.
Tied to Greatness is a message of hope for these young men. As they hear these men share their testimonies, many of these young men can relate to their experiences.
A lot of these young men are crying out for, as older men, for us to just give back and to talk to them and to teach them things. And many of these young men felt just completely humbled today that we took time out of our busy schedules to be here for them.
We can't address and move our community forward if the only children we care about are the ones that we are parenting directly. We have to parent and mentor other people's kids. We have to step in and be the father and the uncle and the big brother for other kids.
I will not drop out.
I will not drop out.
Because I am destined for success.
Because I am destined for success.
I will not give up.
I will not give up.
Because society needs my gifts.
Needs my gifts.
Alex is absolutely just so awesome. His presence is just overwhelming.
Change can begin with you, and it begins today when you make up your mind to live a better life.
If I had just 10 seconds to say to another principal or to the mayor of this city, we need to fund this type of program tied to greatness.
I believe in the lives of these young men. And it is more than these young men now turning around just wearing suits to school. But what it teaches these young men is that there is greatness inside of them despite whatever tragic situation they face or no matter what obstacles they experience in life.
The most important thing about this program is that we got to speak and listen to people who've already went through some of what we are going through now and who've come from places probably that's worse than ours and have achieved and still doing their goals and pushing forward to be successful. So I think that's very great in this case.
Many people have written these young men off, but I believe that there is greatness inside of these young men. And with help and with mentoring and with men that are able to join forces to model another image for them, I believe that there's hope. Together, we can make a difference. We can change a life. We can leave a legacy. Join me in supporting Tied to Greatness.
To sponsor Tied to Greatness, call 973-926-1744 or log on to www.tiedtogreatness.org. Tied to Greatness is a 501c3 registered nonprofit organization. All contributions are tax deductible. Get your company tied to greatness.